Wow, look at this, guys. Issue 25 is in. We still have some more to do with the undercarriage of our Enterprise D. So we're going to be building the bottom half, and we're going to be continuing on with the bottom half of our saucer section. This is coming out really good, guys. So without further ado, let's get it cracking on this. All right, guys, fresh off the old mailbox there. Look at that, issue 95. It is awesome to be here for stage 95 out of this issue. It's very simple. All we're doing is we're going to be setting up this panel. We're going to have some spare parts, which are going to be some lights. And we also finally have that silver light enhancer, which we'll be putting onto here. So without further ado, let's get on with it, guys. Okay, so of course, this is all completed. So we move on and we begin with placing our items onto the other half of our underside. Okay, so we put it all in. This is going to be a pain when we actually have to put this on. I also found out a little hiccup here with these escape pods. Apparently, with these ones, the red part has to face towards the outside of the ship or they don't fit in right. So that was very interesting to find out because I thought for sure that they were just going to go in the same way as all the others, but they have to face outwards. So apparently, on the Enterprise, everything has to face outward with the red. So I'm assuming we're going to have to do the same with these two ends here. But without further ado, we're going to go on to stage 96 and keep this video going. All right, guys, so here's stage 96. You know, we have our big half of the under part of the star drive or battle section of the Enterprise, and then we have one of these again. So without boring you, we're going to save this one. We'll go into detail on how we're going to do that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put this together because that's what step A is. It's basically just putting this whole thing down. And one of the good things is that apparently in this issue, they even put it all into one step. So, you know, minus putting in the lights. So let's just move on and see how it comes out. Okay, so we got all of our panels done and ready to go. So now it is back into that wiring issue. First things first, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put these two wires in. They all go on the top row and fill in these last two on the top row. So pretty much everything that we're going to be doing after that will have to go in our second row and our final row. So I'm going to go ahead and mount these two in. What we'll do is after that, we'll be able to mount them into our panel here, which they'll all go into one panel. This panel, all right, of course, as we know, will go here. All right, so we won't need to. And then we have a spare bulb right here that is still left over. That's going to go here. And then the spare bulb from one of these will then go into the next row over. So be prepared, guys. It's going to be one hell of an adventure for this here, okay? Okay, so I've noticed something here. We have way too many lights for what we're going to be doing. So according to this spare bulb here is supposed to go and line up right through here and then go in through here and then attach to the bottom half of something. I don't know, but it just shows that it's a, a spare bulb for some reason. I don't know, so I'm going to look into this really quick because I think that's kind of odd that it's just a spare bulb here just dangling in the wind. I'm not going to let it dangle in the wind here, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to get down to the bottom of it here, guys, and then I'll let you know what the deal is. Okay, so what's going to happen is we have all four that are going to be figured out, okay? So yellow and then black and blue here. Now we have the other two that are going to be right here. We're going to leave them off to the side because what's going to happen is When we do the top side, this yellow one here, the yellow cord, is going to be there, and then this red one um, is what I see as possibly just being a spare bulb. So hang in there, guys. We might have a way of figuring this out. Okay, so we figured out the madness, guys. It took a little bit, but there is a spare bulb. This spare bulb will then go into here. I noticed that it was not on the other side, so maybe there's something else going on the other side that I'm not aware of. However, we're able now to put on our final little panel here for this stage. I've already put the tape in to kind of hold it in place and get everything looking good. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and put the panel in. I've already locked in the lower half, so everything's in there nice and tight. I just got to put the FM screws in here and then the FM screw in here, and it's sealed and ready to go for our next one, which I'm pretty sure, guys, we're going to be putting in these bottom half panels. So, and we're going to have to mess with this light again, so it is going to be a bit tricky. So hang in there. All right, guys, I just wanted to come with a different angle here and let you guys see this awesome ship as we're going along here. Everything else looks pretty snazzy. I got my little light switch here to do all the testing, and the phaser strip and everything seems to be coming along really good. Our connection ports here, they look a little bit like a poop show, and they're all disarrayed, but we will have them organized here. And as you can see, our area here is going really well, and we got a new panel that we're getting ready to put in here. So we're moving along, guys. We're moving along. Everything here looks pretty snug and tight. There's really no gaps now that we put that little piece in, and we still have all of our parts, and we're ready to go. Other than that, let's get back to it, guys. Let's get back to it. Okay, so now that we've gotten all that jazz done, what we're going to do now is stage 97. 97, it's mainly just this panel. There's some windows here, so I'm going to prep the windows at least, get them ready. And these windows are going to be for our under half of the star drive with battle section. All right, so I'm not going to bore you, but I'm going to put this together, and then we're going to put it on top of the sauce section. So without further ado, let's do stage 97. And of course, here's all the parts for 97, all laid out nice and neat. So what we're going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and put this on, mount it onto the saucer, and we're going to move on to the next thing. And there you have it, guys. It's all set. I conducted a light test on here. No light leaks. So we're looking good, guys. Looking good. Just, of course, we're probably going to have one more panel for this video. I think because pretty soon we're going to be dealing with all this. I think this is going to be a bigger project for this back half, but we're going to go ahead and get that panel for this one, and we'll put that one on. We're not going to bore you with putting this one on. I'm going to put on that escape pod, and we're going to seal this part up, and let's get on with the rest of this video. And of course, as we turn the page here, I noticed that we start up on our last package for this video, and that is stage 98. Stage 98, of course, is a little bit of a snooze fest. We got that panel just like I was predicting. All right, and so we got that, and then we got some extra stuff here. So this is going to be interesting. I wonder where this is going. Pretty sure you all know, but it's okay. And we got our little side panel with the little thrusters. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put this stuff on. A little bit of a shamble here, but we got our escape pods. We got everything. I'm going to go ahead and put this together, mount it onto the sausage section, and we'll keep on fighting. All right, and so it is completed. Everything looks pretty good. There's no light leaks in here, so we sealed it pretty tight. I will say that it was a bit of a pain in the butt to get this little piece to kind of clip into place. So you might have that same problem, you might not, but a little bit of like tension coming down, and it kind of really locks everything in, and it does make it pretty snug. I was able also to look on the other side of our saucer, which I like to reveal that once we're done with all this, because we still have other things to do with these lifeboats. So, without further ado, let's do the honors of sealing it up and putting in our escape pod to make it look just like the rest. All right, so let's move on, guys. Okay, now we're down to the parts that, well, we haven't done. So this is pretty cool. Has a letter L, so you know which side to put it on. All right, this is the top half. This is the outer side. This is the good side, and this is the raw side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open that up, put it just like that, and basically what's gonna happen is you're gonna take your clear piece, you're gonna put it in here. We also have a spare leftover escape pod, and that's going to go in here. Now, if there's one thing we've learned, is that red little thing here has to be facing towards the outside of the ship. So I'm going to try it that way first and put it in there. If it does not work the way that we had with these other two, then we'll adjust fire. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put this inside here. Then after that, I'm going to show you guys how you got to put the clear windows in. Okay, so once that's done, put in your thing. It is red side facing towards the out, and then we're going to place this inside there. Now, it doesn't really click into place, so that's a bit of a pain in the butt if you're used to that. But it does say after that you go into step D, and step D basically just says to cover this up, to cover it up with our light reflector. Okay, so that's going to be pretty easy. All right, all we have to do now is just line this right on up, and once we line it up, you're going to get some BP screws, and you're going to put them in here and here, and that should lock it in with no problem. Okay, guys, so there is that. It is all sealed in. I have managed to connect all the lights to our little gizmo here. Just remember, it's red and black here, and then red and black on the other side. The white and yellow is obviously going to connect to the other side, and then you have your red and black, which then will attach on the other side of this as well. So it looks like we're going to be doing some more adding here. So that's going to be quite the adventure there, guys. So all I ask is that you just hang in there with me, because eventually, I don't know what this plastic thing is, it's weird. We're going to be doing some more. So when you put it on the other side, this is kind of how it comes out looking as. So don't be worried about it. But everything here seems to click into place as far as I can see so far. Once you get the rest in, I'm sure. But we already know, just to give you a little tidbit for our next video, we're obviously going to have to connect this to this, and so eventually it's gonna come out looking pretty snazzy. So hang in there, guys, with me. Just bear down, because we got a few more episodes to go, and then we're going to be completed on our flagship model here on the ship, and I'm going to be pretty excited about that. But other than that, guys, I really got to get going, and I'm sure you guys got things to do too. So other than that, I'm going to get on going out of here. You guys keep on modeling, and don't forget to check out our other models as we are building more and more as we keep going this year.